You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. All right. Y'all know what time it is. Tell the truth and shame the devil. That's what we do, people. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Come on in, people. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. I tell you, people, this is live, uncut, unedited. All right. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. I love being black. We still in Black History Month or what? Are we still in Black History Month? Are you still proud of being black? All right, we had a long day, people. I tell you, it was a beautiful day, beautiful day, beautiful day. I love being black. This is why I got to tell the truth. Tell the truth and shame the devil. All right, people. All right, this is what it is. It is what it is. All right, people. I'm excited tonight. I need a lot of people to come on, and we want to talk about a video of mine. Somebody tried to use my video, make like a person saying a certain thing, but we're going to clear this up tonight. We definitely going to clear it up tonight, because, see, I ain't going to be made no food of. I'm not going to let my good be evil spoken of. Not at all. This is real, people. Not at all. All right, let's get it on tonight. Sharice, what's going on? Sharice, I see you. I see you. We got to set the record straight. Deborah Singleton, Virginia Beasley, Tiffany, what's going on? Xavier Dakes, Monique McCoy, I see you. I see you. I see you. Keena Nicole, what's up, Keena Nicole? I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. I tell you, this is live, uncut, unedited. And boy, I tell you, people, you got to watch, folks. Listen, one thing about me, I'm a spiritual person. I have a third eye. Trust me. I see, and I see, and I see. But I want to clarify something today. Today I was with a bunch of pastors and bishops today. I was on the west side. I don't know if some of you seen my video earlier today. And I was at like a support rally of Brandon Johnson. Toni Preckwinkle was there. A lot of big time bishops was there. I want to keep it real. And it was great. And I went Facebook Live. I was invited by Dr. Harrington, a good friend of mine, pastor. Appreciate him, love him. It's like a big brother to me. We always talk. And, you know, I got some disturbing news today, and it kind of bothered me, people. It bothered me. When somebody's going to take my video and beat up on another politician that's not even running for office because they're supporting a person that you may not like. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And we're going to talk about it tonight. Now, if I'm wrong, y'all let me know. We're going to talk about it. And I'm going to pull a video up because one thing about me, people, I'm not messy. Now, I could be messy, but I'm not messy. And I want to bring it up. Now, here's this video right here. Mr. J. Maul Green took my video. If you look hard at the video, let me just play. Let me get the sound going. Hold on. Let me get the sound going. Because I listen.
Right? Get them out, because they're the ones who are most likely to vote. And I appreciate what you're saying about young people. You know, my oldest grandson is in that age group. The people who are going to vote in this election are older. In municipal elections, it's the older people who vote. In the presidential elections, we get young people out. In these elections, it's older people. So all of us in this room who are not, you know, under 25, we got to talk to our peers and get them out, right? Get them out, because they're the ones who are most likely to vote. And I appreciate what you're saying about young people. You know, my oldest grandson is in that age group. The people who are going to vote in this election are older. In municipal elections, it's the older people who vote. In the presidential elections, we get young people out. In these elections, it's older people. So all of us in this room who are not, you know, under 25, we got to talk to our peers and get them out, right? Get them out, because they're the ones who are most likely to vote. And appreciate what you're saying.
Okay, now listen, people. Now listen. Let me show you. Let me just tell you. Let me tell you what's going on. Let me tell you what's going on. Toni Preckwinkle supports Brandon Johnson. That's what she does. She's supporting Brandon Johnson. Those of you know me, I support Brandon Johnson. Now, we had Jamal Green on the show last night. People was calling him all types of names. Not one time did I call him a name or out his name. And I'm not going to call him out his name today. But I don't appreciate when somebody take a video of mine. I was invited there by a pastor to go live and share with all my people because I'm a supporter of Brandon Johnson. But for you to go on here and take a snippet of Toni Preckwinkle and make like she telling people, young people don't vote. They don't worry about them. That was not how it went. Traditionally, young people really don't vote in these mayoral races and stuff. They vote in presidential things. So she was telling the House, those that was there, all of us over 25, make sure we vote and focus on older voters, the ones that's going to vote. But he went in, hold on, let's see what he said. Let me bring it up. He made it seem like, let me bring this up. Let me see. He made it seem like she was telling people not to vote and all that. And my thing is too, this is my thing, people. Listen, let me see what he said. See, my thing was, now, Jamal, you got on my live last night and you said you're not supporting nobody. You know Toni Preckwinkle is supporting Brandon Johnson. Why would you take my video like I'm out there filming for you and put it on your Instagram? You know what I'm saying? Come on now, listen, this is what he said. Jamal Green, an hour ago, the head of the Democratic Party is telling seniors to not focus on young people for this election. This talk is dangerous, and why young people don't come out. You spend number of resources telling them why they shouldn't. Cook County will be better when she's no longer ahead of the party. Now, that's a disrespectful. That's a knock at me, people. First of all, if you look at the video, you can see me filming. And that's not we're going to play the whole video. I'm going to show you what really happened. So he's been deceptive. Now, if you're supposed to be my friend, why would you do something like this? Why would you do something like this? Why would you even say something like this? You're making me look like I was a spy in the camp. I don't get down like that. Everybody that listen to me, I support Brandon Johnson. And I'm not going to allow you to use my video. You didn't ask me to use my video. You took a snippet of it and ran away with it. Whatever you got going between you and Toni, that's between you and Toni. First of all, Toni is not running for election. She have a seat already. That's how I want to get that clear. Now we're going to go to the real video and let y'all hear how it all started, okay? I just want to clear that up because I don't want people thinking I'm working for somebody. Because Jamal is my friend, that don't mean that we agree on everything. That don't mean that. I'm supporting Brandon. I come out public and say, he came on my Facebook Live yesterday and said he's not supporting neither candidate. That's what he said. But why would he take my video, and make a snippet and put it on his Instagram? Why would he do that? Now you making me look bad, like I came in and spied on these people, on these pastors and stuff like that. Don't do that, brother. Now let's get back to the real program at hand. Get that off. Stop sharing that right now. All right. I don't like this, people. Ain't no turning. Ain't turning on nobody. When you listen, that is a malicious. That's deceit. That's what they did. I'm calling it out what it is. Now let's listen to the original video. Don't use me to attack people and all that. Don't use my platform to attack people. I'm not about that. All right, now let me bring up the real video. All of it. I don't like that. Ain't no turn on nobody. I'm for truth. Now here's the video right here. We're gonna play it. It's at 40 minutes. This is how it all started. I want you to listen. This is proof. I'm breaking it down. All right. Young people. Toni Preckwinkle did not disrespect the young people. Y'all, anybody know me? I, Martin Johnson, support young people. Okay? All right. Let's get it clear. Let's get this video on. Listen to the, y'all hear for yourself.
As well as a co-chair
Listen,
for the
this is Mark Wallace
for United Chicago for Brandon Johnson, which will be holding a planning meeting tonight at 5 o'clock at room 43 at 1039 East 43rd Street. To answer his question, one of the things, Madam President, that Brandon can be talking about, or the group that we really do need to target, is that group between 18 and 25. That is 47% unemployment on the south and west side of Chicago, and black males. So we're not going to address public safety if we don't address the underpinning of what causes violence and crime in our community. It's a fallacy, it's a false conversation if we're really not talking about the truth of what we really need to be talking to. That is a group that we really need to be targeting, and that is a group that Brandon needs to be talking to make sure that we're talking about investing in. We can't cut our way to prosperity or peace. We have to invest our way to prosperity and peace. One of the other things that the question last night that was asked in the debate, the last question of the debate that asked both candidates, what will you do on day one when you go into office? Neither one of them had an answer. I gave it to Brandon Johnson, and I hope that you will give it to him. Brandon Johnson, with the stroke of a pen, can go in and reverse the mayor's decision to lower the threshold for giving people $35 tickets that has taxed the black community by $53 million in 10 months, that hurt the poorest people in our community. $53 million in 10 months that generated that revenue. He can do that with a stroke of the pen. It's already in the law. It doesn't require a city council. The mayor did it unilaterally last year, and it's harmed our community. He can do that the first day that he's in office.
Listen to this now. Here's Toni. Listen.
Thank you. Are there other questions?
Dr. Harrington, you got a question? Oh, Dr. Glover?
No, I was just saying there's going to be another debate tonight at 7 p.m.
Listen up, people.
Do something.
So that's how the question came up about the vote.
This is not a televised debate, but it's my Community Plan Foundation is sponsoring it at the DuSable Museum at 7 p.m. So this is heresy, I know. I'm gonna say it anyway. What we really need is people to work and not go to debates. You know what I mean? Stay home and make phone calls to all of your family
Toni
and
talking.
friends. Talk to the people who are reluctant to vote. You know what I mean? Do everything you can.
This is me videoing in the background.
To encourage people and support the people who did vote. And I appreciate what you're saying about young people.
Listen.
You know, I have my oldest grandson is in that age group. The people who are going to vote in this election are older.
This election.
Municipal elections, it's the older people who
listen.
In the presidential elections, we get young people out. In these elections, it's older people.
See?
So all of us in this room who are not, under 25, we got to talk to our peers and get them out, right? Get them out, because they're the ones who are most likely to vote. Well,
now, did y'all hear that? Now, listen. Now, let me just say this. Now, did y'all hear that? That's what I'm talking about. Now, if you're going to take my video and badmouth another politician, play the whole thing. Don't use me. Don't put me in that. That woman didn't say nothing wrong. Statistically speaking, she is 100% correct. So for you to attack Toni Preckwinkle, which she is not running for no position, she's already in office, that means you're attacking the Brandon camp, Johnson camp. That's what that means, because you know Toni is endorsing Brandon Johnson. That's all that is. That's deception. And I don't like that, and I'm calling it out. And y'all see it. I don't like that. Don't bring no confusion to the camp that I'm in, and especially use my video. That was a wonderful meeting. They supported Brandon Johnson. They're going to put their money where their mouth is. And that's it, people. So you heard it. She did not say nothing malicious against young people at all. She based it on facts. For Jamal to go out there and attack Toni Preckwinkle like she don't want young people who don't focus. Come on now, that's wrong. That's wrong, people. I got to tell the truth and shame to tell the truth. I got
and
to.
shame to.
I got to. That's wrong. Do not use my videos for your own personal vendetta against these politicians. I am not here for that. You didn't ask me to use my video. You took it. You didn't give me no credit for my video. You just put it on your Instagram. That's bogus. That's bogus. That's deception. I would never do you like that. That's wrong. Come on, I'm not turning on nobody. That's what the truth is. I don't play games. And that's wrong. I got a caller. Come on, caller. Hey, caller, come on. Caller, 2841. You like to say something? That's the truth.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hey,
come on,
Martin.
caller. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. My name is Vicky, and I wanted to ask a question. When I was looking at the debate with Paul, did he not say, maybe you can correct me on this, but did he say that he would bring back the retired officers
Yes, he did.
of the Chicago police?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And for me, does that mean the ones that left when all of this, when everybody's suing them for the Birch episode and all of this discussion with sending black innocent people to jail, are those the people he's talking about bringing back?
I'm assuming so.
Another question is how can you bring a retired, I don't know how the state employee works, but if you're in retirement, you can't bring someone out of retirement. Otherwise, they get two pensions. I mean, help me figure that one out.
Dad, I'm not political educated on that, but I will say this. He want to bring back the old regime. You know, that's what he want to bring back. And that's what you see. And this is, see, the thing is, they're using scare tactics. Anybody know that any sitting mayor that was here in the city of Chicago, we always had crime, okay? And listen, if we don't invest in our young people, we're going to lose, people. If our young people don't eat, they're going to eat us. Hold on, my dear sister, I got another caller. Hey, caller, 8714. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, what's up, Martin? It's Erica Nanton again from yesterday.
Hey, Erica, how you doing?
How you doing, Martin? So, man, listen here. You talk about tell the truth, shame the devil. I just logged onto your show, and I'm like, it's just so ironic. Like, God and truth do not miss. Yesterday, yesterday, I was on your show with Jamal, checking him on his ego and his behavior, and some people were saying I was inappropriate.
Even me, I beat you up.
Or the place. Yeah, and I'm like, I was only speaking truth. That's it. It was about speaking truth. It wasn't about being messy. It was like, it's time for us to address the mess.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And like, J-Mo's ego is out of control. And when it comes to the movement, J-Mal thinks he's David Ruffin and we the Temptations. And it don't work like that. This is a movement.
Let me just say something, sister.
All of us.
Let me say something, young sister. One thing I don't do, anybody know, you can watch the live from yesterday. I never called J-Mal out his name. And I just cleared the record.
No, you didn't.
I didn't do that. I'm not that type of person. But for him to do this to me, after I done took up from you yesterday, stop people beating up on you, then you're going to try to snake me, backdoor me. That's all that's what it is. That's a backdoor. That's all what it is. You know, first of all, you know Toni supporting Brandon Johnson. Okay, everybody know that me and Jamal are friends, and we close, we cool. Now we don't agree, we don't see eye to eye on everything. Everybody know that, but we cool. He's like a son to me. You know, we cool. We got years. We've done things together. But for him to do this and didn't let me know, you took my video, you didn't let me know. Listen, this just hit me by storm. People calling me like, hey, man, like I'm a plant in the meeting or something. You know? I said, what y'all talking about? I go live. I don't do people.
Exactly.
I don't do things like that. I would never do Jamal like that. I would never do him like on my worstest day. For him to do that to me like that, that's wrong. And y'all could tag him. Come on,
and you had already said, and you already had said that we need to get the young people involved.
Right.
And we all came up with an idea of, canvassing the colleges and everything. So for him to go and backdoor you like that, we had already agreed before the live was over last night that that's what needs to be done. I thought it was done, agreeable. We were all fine. He was going to unblock the young lady and, everything was fine. But wow. It makes you want to think about things.
Because see, my thing,
you might want to think about things.
But my thing is, sister, everybody know I publicly endorse Brandon Johnson. For him to use my video that I did today and attack Toni Preckwinkle, Madam President of the Cook County Board, that's attacking me because it's like I went there. Everybody know me and Jamal cool. I'm filming. It's like he sent me there. Make like I'm a plant in the camp. No, don't do that, bro. Now, if you're going to use my video,
but what that tell you?
Tell the whole story.
Can I say
what
something?
that tell you?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I say something real quick? I just want to say your integrity has been proven. Your integrity has been proven time and time and time again. So he can try that type of stuff if he wants to, but that's not going to work because there's too many of us who know what you're about and who you are. And then also, I just really wanted to just to let the listeners know, and there's a huge effort going on right now for youth voter engagement connected to the Brandon campaign. We actually are going to all the colleges right now. We're talking to our peers about why they didn't vote last time and what can we do to change that, making sure they're informed about the election. We're fighting to get polling places at all the colleges because it's unacceptable that we do not have polling places at all the city colleges during a city election. And we are asking our seniors to call the Board of Elections because we still need you. We still need our seniors. Y'all time is not up. We still need y'all in this fight. And just call the Board of Elections and ask the Board of Elections that you would like polling places in the colleges just like they have it in the senior homes, and that you are advocating for our youth to have more access. So we are working this thing, and we are very dedicated on the ground. And so whatever type of mess is being lied about and said is absolutely false. The young people and engaging young people is a big part of this campaign.
Right. And so that's all I'm saying. I just want to clear the record. That's all, people. Listen, I'm for Brandon. I'm a loyal brother. I'm not for Paul Vallis. You know what I'm saying? And I got people that follow me that's going to vote for Paul Vallis. I don't block them. I don't say they can't call in or they can't comment. Y'all said that yesterday. People was I'm voting for Vallis. I didn't get mad at nobody. But my thing is, I got upset because it made me look like I was a spy or something. I don't do stuff. I don't play games like that, people. I'm not running for office. I'm not a politician. I'm the crime chaser, a small talk host, trying to build my way in, come on the radio once a week. I'm not into that political game and all that. So for him to attack Toni Preckwinkle, you attacking Brandon Johnson. That's all it is. Man, if you want to stand with Paul Vallis, stand with him. If you want to stand with Brandon Johnson, stand with him. Make your stand, brother. I'm still going to love you. I ain't going to not talk to you no more if you stand with Paul Vallis. That's it. I may not like it, but listen, it is what it is. So don't use me as a political springboard for your hidden agenda. I'm not with that. I'm not with that, brother. I'm not anybody. If you don't use my video against any politician, consult me first. Please do. Give me the benefit of doubt. And matter of fact, you ain't even put my name on the video. You made like it was your video.
Cut and paste.
Yeah, so that's wrong, people. That's wrong. I just want to get that out the air. I don't hate the young man. I don't dislike him, but I don't like what he did, and I had to call him out on it. I have to. So let's talk about the debate today. Did y'all see the debate today? I posted on my page. I'm done talking about it. I just wanted to get that out the air, clear the air, and get it off my chest. Okay, that's all I want to do.
Thank you for having me on again, Martin. I appreciate you.
No problem. But I want to talk about this debate today. I mean, that brother Johnson.
Yes, Martin.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, sister.
Who was the gentleman? Who was the gentleman? It reminded me of the Malcolm X last speech. Who was the older gentleman that stood up and yelled something? I couldn't quite make it out about Paul. Oh, I guess he was for Paul Vallis, but they had to take him out. What was that he said?
You know what?
It was an older black man.
I know you. I know the brother person. I ain't gonna put his name out there, but I'll say this. I'll say this. I've been knowing that brother just practically all my life. I ain't gonna put his name out there. He is supporting Paul Vallis, and he is supporting him. And I guess Brandon Johnson was kicking butt. I guess he couldn't take it. Brandon Johnson was. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was kicking butt. He was kicking butt. I'm gonna play a little.
That
bit
was kind of rude, though. It reminded me of a Malcolm X scene.
Yeah.
I was like, "What's going on?" And you see how quick Paul Vallis got out of there too.
Yeah.
He scared him.
Yeah.
He got out of there quick when it was over.
Well, I want to play this other video. I'm gonna play another video of the debate, just a little bit of the debate. Then we can talk about it. And I tell y'all people, Brandon Johnson kicked butt. I'm not saying that now. Yesterday, that debate could have, it was like, even Steve, I would give him that. Nothing gained, nothing lost. But I want to show this video. My goodness. When I tell y'all, this was a killer. And I'm gonna just tell you, this. Hold on.
Incapable.
Hold on.
Dynamic, and you
all
have
right.
to produce, and you have to reverse it.
Hold on. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I just want to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play.
Stephen Braxton.
Hold on. Let's play a little bit. Play a little bit. I don't want to do a J Maul on us now. I want to make sure. I want to make sure. I want to be fair to Paul Vallis, though. Even though I'm supporting Brandon Johnson, but I want to be fair. Okay, hold on. I'm going to start.
About policing tonight, along with all of the other issues:
First question.
Culture, community, the economy, and education. I want to thank both candidates for your willingness to be here tonight and for sharing your views at the questions that will be asked of you tonight. We are all here because we love this city, as we know that both of you do. And it's my hope that love leads to a multitude of generations.
Hope you guys can hear clearly.
City. So let me call up our first panel of questioners. And if I may call up Ms. Adia Hayden. She is a local panelist with the Growth and Transformation Consultant. She's a prophet and co-host of the MCP Hour on WCPT. Thank you, Ms. Hayden.
Hello.
Next up, we want to call Pastor Phil Jackson. He is the founder and CEO of the Firehouse Community Arts Center. Pastor Jackson, thank you so much.
All right. I'm going to play a little bit, about 4 or 5 minutes of it, then we just stop and talk about it. Just want you guys to hear.
Now, before we
I want
start,
to be fair so we can hear both of them.
Got to do what we have to do. There are rules to this game here tonight, right? They're not on thrones, but there are some rules here. So here are the rules. So the winner of the coin toss prior to the forum decides if they want to give their opening and closing statements first or give their opening and closing comments second. Who won the coin toss? Do we know? Was there a coin toss? Guess what? Who's got a coin? I don't have one. Who carries a coin?
See the rich people talking. Who carries the coin?
Let's do this coin toss. Thank you, sir.
No, people, here we go. They're going to get into it.
Who wants to call it?
Heads it is.
I called it out.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Listen up, people. Listen up.
Mr. Johnson, you get to pick opening, or you want to open first?
Well, I thought I got to keep the quarter.
No.
Didn't know what we were competing with. I'll go first.
You will go first.
Okay,
and the other two rules, candidates will have 1 minute to respond to each question asked by the panelists. 1 minute if a candidate's name is mentioned during an initial answer. They will have 15 seconds to respond once per question. I will keep track of time. I will try and nudge you.
Come on, y'all. Hurry up. Trying to get to this.
Johnson. Oh, you're mic'd up. Very good. You have 1 minute for opening statement.
All right, well, good evening and thank you all. I'm grateful to be here, very humbled, and again, my condolences to the Officer Vasquez. So I'm running for the mayor of the city of Chicago to usher in a better, stronger, united city. For too long in the city of Chicago, we've lived under this tale of two cities, where those who have get more, and those with less, things continue to get taken away from them. We need to have one story for one Chicago. Families have awakened every single day for too long when they've had to chase down an economy that's behind them while everything in front of them is crumbling. It doesn't have to be that way. And we can build a better, stronger, safer Chicago together. It's going to take all of us. But the truth of the matter is that the politics of old that have left families behind have created the type of economic despair that has caused deep, deep poverty. Public safety, of course, being top in mind. My wife and I, raising our 3 children on the west side of Chicago, we love the west side. The Austin neighborhood, but it's one of the more violent neighborhoods in the city of Chicago. If we're going to have a better, stronger, safer Chicago, we have to do what safe American cities do around this country. And that's invest in people. I'm looking forward to the conversations today and looking forward to becoming the next mayor of the city of Chicago. Thank you.
All right, let's give him the chance this week.
Mr. Ballas, you have a little bit over a minute, equal time.
Well, thank you. It's great to be back here at the DuSable Museum. I've been here many occasions. I had the pleasure of working with Perry Irmer at the Chicago Public Schools, and then, of course, on Haiti issues. There's a leadership crisis in the city of Chicago today, and I think that's the reason you had so many candidates running, and certainly the reason that the commissioner and myself are running. Every single problem that the city is facing, from a degraded, demoralized police department to a school system that has lost students in record numbers, 18 of the last 20 years, to a budget that is increasingly unbalanced, increasingly is incurring or is imposing additional taxes, fines, and fees, yet finds itself incapable of investing in long disinvested communities. All those problems emanate from bad decisions on the 5th floor. I'm running to bring the type of leadership to the 5th floor that can change the dynamic. It's about bringing the right leadership to the police department that can return the city.
That's what you're talking about, sister. Listen to this.
It's about increasing the quality of public school choices. It's about taking this $28 billion budget and allocating it in ways that invest in long neglected communities. That's what this is about. And it's not a solo act. It's about assembling and drawing the team from the community, because it's only through a community effort. It's only through an administration. It's only through an administration that has the type of collective leadership that can get the city back on track. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Now I'm going to show y'all what Brandon Johnson, he snapped out.
Southwest suburbs.
Hold on.
Tourism in the business district is the economic engine for the north side, the west loop, and the south loop. Do you support a third airport in the Southland? Why or why not?
Yes, I mean, this has been something that has been an idea for a very long time. And the reason why I support it is because hundreds of billions of dollars have been invested in O'Hare. When we talk about collaborating with Cook County government and thinking more regionally, here's a clear example where we can do it. From the south side of Chicago and in the southern suburbs, it has to become an economic hub for the type of small businesses that we ultimately want, but you have to have anchor. And transportation provides that. It's a big deal.
Hold on,
Citadel is gone, but they're back in this race. Ken Griffin is going to spend hundreds of millions of dollars against a black man because I believe in black people. This is the same person who said that Rahm Emanuel should have closed 125 schools. These individuals are dangerous. Make no mistake about it. The reason why they are trying to come back because the interests of working people are going to be on the table on the 5th floor, and they want unfettered access to the wealth that they know is going to come, even with the third airport. We have to make sure that we protect the interests of our people, and Citadel and Ken Griffin should not dictate who the next one is.
Listen, people, we're gonna hold it right there. I'm gonna let my guests. Go ahead, sister.
Okay. But Martin, after that, if you notice, Paul was trying to insinuate that Brandon was an angry black man because he said something in the Roma that he was like, well, I don't want to scare you. I'm going to answer like this because I don't want to scare anybody. In other words, okay, he's acting like, see, Brandon has to kind of be careful of what he says, even though, you know, this is how it's always been. When he starts talking about us as a people, he got to remember that, you know, Chicago has multiple, you know, whites, blacks, whites, Mexicans. He got to be careful with his words. Because Paul had already tried to say he was an angry black man on there.
Hold on, sister. Hold on, sister. For so many years, there's only one politician that I know, and he's dead now, God bless his soul, that always spoke up for black people. Brandon have a rainbow coalition of different nationalities. Matter of fact, he probably got more white voters than he had blacks. But let me just say this. He had to talk like that because this race is based on race. Why would a man that called himself a Democrat, why would a Republican person, a Republican man, give him $4 million? What's going on here? Come on. What's going on here? What is going on here? So he know what time it is. They're trying to keep the same old politics, the have and the have-nots. They want to take from the have-not. That's it. And he's a black man, and he have that right to speak how he feel. He ain't too black. Everybody know he's black, and he's going to take up for his people. He letting you know, my people, if I'm on the 5th floor and you vote for me, man, I'm going to do something for these communities, my people. He's letting you know. Ain't no secret. You got that's transparency. See, we've been taught in politics, you can't say that word black because you ain't gonna get the white vote. White people don't respect no coward. They respect a soldier. A coward dies many times, but a soldier only died one time. And one thing I know about white people, they respect soldiers, and that's a soldier right there. And I try to tell people, y'all not used to black politicians talking like this. This brother, he all in. He's all in. He's all in. So I'm saying, sister, he ain't got to listen. He can care less what they're talking about, angry black man. He ain't no angry black man, but he got the right to be angry.
Yeah, because Vallis was trying to root toward that. And I'm like, I know he didn't say that. Come out. Well, I don't want. Let me say it like this so people won't be scared. Something in that room on the debate. I was like, what did he just say? Vallis was taking jabs. If you listen real good, he was doing some stuff that was aggravating. If you could read between the lines. So I was like, I know this man ain't sitting here saying all of this kind of stuff here.
Okay, thank you. I got enough. Let me let this other caller talk. Hey, Doc, 4703.
Sure.
Go ahead. Thank you for your patience.
Hey, go ahead. Well, Martin. Yeah, I mean, come on. He has every right to be pissed off, mad, and upset. Ain't no getting around that. I mean, he actually targeted the question that was given to him. Especially for those, I saw a lot of them that was commenting on your thread earlier. Let me explain something to a lot of you all that are under the age of 50 and 40. If you do not work for Chicago Public Schools, and you have not said, I have not seen you not in one meeting, you don't know the inside edition of what's going on. It's not the parents' fault. The parents have an obligation to train and teach their children before they come to school. So a lot of them was like, well, CPS, he don't know. No, y'all young people, sit down and listen. You irritate me with your comments because you don't know what you're talking about. I sat in on these meetings. We know that Dallas messed up, especially on the teacher's contract. Be an employee. Go come in and get hired as a TA, a teacher's assistant or a teacher, and know what's going on. Not what you hear on the media. The media don't tell you nothing but a front story. I can nail it down for every article and section of what you all don't know. Brandon Porter, I got to give it to my brother. Yes, somebody said he sounded like a preacher kid. So what? It is. What you gonna do about it? Would you rather a crackhead to run an office and talk crazy? Be happy that a God-fearing man wants to do something for the city. Stop Utilize it and learn. That's what I was saying last night, Martin. Learn. So he did not quake. He did not shiver. He was calm. His poise was on point. He wasn't out of the way. That is like the lady said. He was throwing all kind of things to get Brandon off his square. But Brandon had every right to respond. He had every right to respond the way he did. Because, see, like Martin said, white people always say what about us? We're lazy, we're trifling, we're uneducated, we're stupid, we're baby making. No, I don't see none of these young folks slamming the ball in their face. No, because half of you all work for white corporate America. Hello? Who owns hospitals? Amen, Walls. Who owns the bank? Who owns the retail? All white people. But you don't go to work and tell them that. What you do? You do what they tell you to do, and you shut them out and complain later. But you ain't gonna dare go start your own business because you're gonna want a steady paycheck. Am I right, sister? So the thing of it, I applaud him on tonight. I applaud you, Martin, for taking the time to bring that debate. That kind of threw me back when I had the guy named George and Andre and Shay Roundfest in my house. To get an understanding of where they were and whatnot. They can tell you they was in my house. Yes, they can. So the thing of it is that tonight's debate was on the issues, and Brandon is now spreading. He's opening up his wings like an eagle now, and he's starting to come on out. We don't know where this thing gonna go. Beautiful. I loved it. I enjoyed it.
And let me just say this
so
too.
let me ask.
Okay, I got another. Go ahead, sister.
Go ahead, Martin.
I'm gonna take another call, but go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask the doctor a question because I don't know how the state works. But when Vallis was saying that he's going to bring back retired police officers, is that legal for him to do if they're already retired and accepting a pension? How can they get rehired? Do they have to buy back their time? Or how does that work? Will they receive 2 pensions? How could that happen? Now that's CPS is my baby, not Chicago Public Police Department. But I'm not sure about that. A lot of the police officers retired. Some of them will come back and do odd jobs. I was married to a cop before, but he was in county. But I know my brother-in-law was retired out of Chicago Police Department. When they retired and did their 20-something years, they just went into retirement. Some of them will come back and do desk jobs, which is mediocre jobs. You know, a lot of them are retired, but I don't know about that contract like that because they're already collecting a pension. Right. So the experts that you would have to be able to ask that question to would be a Chicago police officer that's retired or someone that works in HR. Because I don't think that's legal. I don't know. Well, they're already that's the best, Martin. If you know the heavyweights that can be able to do that, that would be the perfect question for that. CPS is what I know, but I know Chicago Police Department, CPD, that's a total different ballgame. Because most of the guys retired, if they come back like in CPS, you can retire and come back and work as a day-to-day sub and get paid more money, although you collected your pension. So the thing of it is that depending on what your position is, but for the most part, Chicago police officers, a lot of them that retired, they didn't go back. They moonlight doing security work, private duty, something like that. But that would be a good question to ask Martin to reach out to someone from that. He's talking about retiring them.
Yeah, and we don't need some of them
dirty cops back. That could be.
Yeah. Because a lot of them guys.
They can negotiate contract.
Yeah, a lot of them are. But let me just say this, people. It was a great debate tonight. I assure you guys, if you go back and watch it, take notes and listen to it. Don't take my word. Like the sister said earlier, it was 2 people got up and was very disruptive. Because listen, Brandon Johnson was kicking butt. I'm telling you, that young black man, and you listen, most of these politicians that's running, they afraid to say the word black. They afraid to say what they're gonna do for these people. They're afraid because they're afraid if they talk too black, the white people ain't gonna vote for them. They're afraid. Listen, white people are tired of this mess. A lot of them tired of this mess. They know the West and South Side is being stuff taken away from them. They tired, people. They want to run on the lake. They want to drive their cars downtown. But as long as these communities are starving, guess what? The crime is going to spill right on over to the north side. I'm telling you, Brandon Johnson said it. You have to invest in these young people. If the young people don't eat, guess who they going to eat? They going to eat us.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Listen, I always tell people, not tell parents this. Your best investment are your children. That's your husband can walk away and leave you. Your boyfriend can walk away and leave you. But your children are your best investment.
Are your best investment. Right. Yep.
I'm telling you. I mean, you got people, listen, you got people have been married twice, and they'll tell you the first husband wasn't no good. The first wife wasn't no good. They'll tell you, but they love their children. They invested in their children. I'm telling you, people. This is a cold world. I got another caller. Yeah, okay, let me take this little caller. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead, Dr. Sanders. Go ahead.
What I want to say was this. The Ku Klux Klan dogged us all the way out like we were nothing but worms. They had their little private meetings, their little groups. They call us niggers. They call us every last name. All of these young folks in the age of 40, I want you to go challenge the KKK. See how far that would get you when they start to come after you and burn crosses in your yard. See, they don't understand that they don't like us. They want to continue to lynch us. They want to continue to kill us. So those young people who I think I know, no, you don't know crap until you had a loved one hard.
They got to learn the history. That's why they're trying to take the history out of the school. That's why they're trying to take it out of the school.
Yeah, they want you to know the truth.
Okay, Dr. Sanders, let me take this new caller. Hey, caller, 313. Go ahead, caller.
Okay, I just want to tell everybody listening, especially the young people, white people, these so-called white people don't own anything. Everything that they are in possession of, they stole it from your ancestors. I want y'all to know that. And two, school is not going to teach you anything about who you are. Don't let anybody tell you. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm an older woman compared to y'all. And this land belongs to y'all. These folks are visitors on our land. They are public servants. They owe an obligation to you guys. You just have to know the documents to enforce. Don't let no older person tell y'all doing wrong when y'all don't agree with these people. Your soul is telling you something ain't right. You just don't know how to maturely express it. But these so-called white folks, they don't own nothing. They're the ones that came over here on the boat. They reversed the story. They put us in their shoes, and they're wearing our ancestors' shoes. And unfortunately, it's a lot of black folks that's sitting in positions that know the truth, but they're keeping you in the dark for their own benefit. So some of these older folks, I'm going to tell y'all, don't listen to them because they don't know the truth. They're just going along with what's been taught for generations. They're leading y'all to a grave. I can tell you when I grew up, and I don't know, me and Martin are around the same age, we used to have Black History after school. It used to be like, in my time, it used to be like a center you can go to, and they would teach us Black history that they wouldn't teach us, all the full Black history that they wouldn't teach us in school. And there used to be a center that you can go, and they would teach you everything that you're talking about and more. The stuff that they wouldn't teach in school, not just Martin Luther King, but beyond Martin Luther King. And they don't even have that anymore. They don't have people that will actually have a center where you can come in and really learn your Black history instead of having to take a college course to get it. And did you ever have that as a child, Martin?
No, I can't remember that. Not really, to be honest with you. I could just, we didn't learn that much Black history. You know, we did the Phyllis Wheatley, you know, the few, Martin Luther King, never Malcolm X, really. They didn't really too much push Malcolm X. They pushed King, I Have a Dream. Right. So they didn't never push. So listen, people, there's going to be a new administration change. And things are not going to happen as fast as you would like them to happen because it's a lot of work that Brandon has to do. And I'm talking like he's going to get it, and I believe he's going to get it. And people got on me when I post that that Harold Washington post next to Brandon. Brandon is not Harold Washington. First of all, let me just say that he's young, he's articulate, he's a married man. He's the model that we want our young men to look up to and be like. A family man, God-fearing man, very articulate, educated man. Right. That's what we want for our young men. We don't want shooting and gang banging and throwing all type of gang signs. We could do other things outside of rapping. We could do other things outside of playing basketball or football. We can be doctors and lawyers and things like that. We need our young people to look like, hey, this man live in the hood in Austin area, one of the worstest areas in the city of Chicago, and he running for mayor and gonna win. That's what we need to see. People, we need hope. We need hope. And our young people need to see it. That's an example, people. That's an example. Now, can we find flaws in Brandon Johnson? Yes. Can we find flaws in Paul Vallis? Yes. People, we know what they're trying to do. Listen, I've been talking to a lot of people, and the only thing people been concerned about is two things. They've been concerned about public safety and the white people taking us back to the 60s. That's what they have been complaining. I'm just being honest with you. Everybody I've been talking to, that's what they have been saying. We got to get control of the crime. And I agree with them. And the white folks, they trying to unleash the white aggressive cops in our community and kill our young boy. That's what the people are saying on the ground. I'm talking about on the ground. On the ground. We got 77 communities here in the city of Chicago. It should not be where every community should be able to get something, not crumbs. There's enough money going around and things like that. And I'm gonna tell y'all, all y'all people out there that's being promised something, you better get yours up front because listen, some people out here are telling you everything that you want to hear. Tell you I'm gonna do this for you if I win. If is a big word. If you don't get yours up front, you might not never get it. Because Brandon getting in there. He's getting in there. He's getting in there. So those of you that's working for money, you standing on this side because you getting paid, you better make sure you get all your money. Trust me. Because he got enough of it. And
better make sure you get that center.
That's it.
You better make sure you get that center that you've been asking for 4 years.
Hey, listen, people. But I wasn't trying to cause no trouble. I'm just being transparent. I wanted to let the elders know that was in that meeting that I'm transparent. I'm a stand-up type of guy. I didn't come in that meeting, try to catch somebody up and nothing like that. That was not my intent. Not at all. But my thing, I felt like if you go against Toni Preckwinkle, and she's not even running for office, she got a position, and say something like that, that's a smack against Brandon Camp. Wow. So who are you really supporting? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
What does it mean?
Now, if I'm wrong, y'all tell me now. If I'm wrong, tell me. Because listen, if I'm wrong, come on now. Y'all know last night.
It makes me think what's going on.
Yeah. Here I am speaking up for you last night. People dogging you out on my live. I said, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Where them people at 9 that's tagging J Mall at? Where they at 9?
Yeah. They online. They online. They making comments.
They got to eat crow.
Because he know I'm right. You know what I'm saying? Don't use me. Don't use my videos to do your hidden agenda. Don't use that. Don't use that. I know what you're doing. Because it made me look like I was a spy, y'all. And everybody know me and J Mall cool. Made me look bad. So that's why I went on the record publicly.
No, he needs to apologize for that.
Yeah.
Young people, something else.
Yeah. And I support the young people.
Wow.
A lot of people know me. I support young people. For real.
Wow.
And listen.
That's not right.
Do that.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't hate the brother, but he got to clear that up. You know what I'm saying? I had to clear it up with them bishops.
Yeah, you got to make that wrong right.
Right.
You got to make that wrong right.
Anybody listen to this, Toni Preckwinkle, any of those bishops that was in that meeting today, hey, I'm a loyal type brother. When I'm for you, I'm for you. I'm not a spy at all. I'm not trying to catch nobody up at all.
And my thing is that if he this is what I'm saying. This is a very real point I was talking about last night. You may think you know everything. Now, Jamal, you were wrong. You were wrong. Now, if you said you were not a politician. If you are not a politician, why are you running? Why did you run? Non-political people don't run. They don't run. But to do that to Martin, you put Martin out there before people to have his credibility shot. That's not cool. That's totally unprofessional, Mr. Green. That's unintelligent. You might have won a lot of the older folks of your talking, but what you do, you put Martin in a bad position. And now people will look at him like he's somebody's spy or he's somebody's crook. You don't do that. We always talk about not hurting one another, but the actions.
What's wrong with us?
Hate.
What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us?
And like I said, my oldest son is going on 38 years old. Trust me. My thing is, you put him out there like that. Martin went in good faith. If you don't like Martin, be honest and tell the man you don't and stay out of his face and stay off his phone.
There you go.
Simple as that. Don't do that.
And Martin, you gave him plenty of time to talk. You let him talk on and on. He answered questions. You like, hold on, y'all. Let J. Mark talk. And you let him get everything out he needed to talk about his center and everything. And he don't want to endorse anybody because he's trying to do this and that. I mean, you let him say everything he wanted to say. For him to turn around and and clip your video and put it on his page. Oh, man, you better watch yourself.
That's sad, child. That's just sad. That's sad. And Martin takes the time. He takes the time to do what no other man does. If you, I'm gonna call the word of God. If you don't fix it, your blessings will not come. I'm gonna get you with the word, because when you do wrong, you're gonna reap what you sow. That's the book. I'm not one to call you out your name. I thank God for being saved and sanctified, and I'm filled with the Holy Ghost. But brother, you're a young man. You gotta fix this, and you need to go naturally and do it. I'm gonna call you straight to the carpet on that. Martin does not mess around with women. He don't mess around with no politicians. He don't get paid off. He don't do none of that. And it breaks my heart to see this happen. Fix it, or your blessings will be held up. God don't like ugly, and he ain't too far to cute. Do it right. Pay Martin. Man, I apologize. You owe him the truth. If you don't really like Martin, then do what the book says. Go on about your business. Because he brings us, Martin sits up every night, almost every week, including the weekend, to bring you things that your 2, 5, 7, 9, 32 Fox, none of them are going to bring you real news. They're going to give you a watered down version of somebody getting killed. Martin he uses his gas money. His money come out of his pocket. However he gets his money. He ain't a dope dealer. He ain't a hustler like that. He ain't a pimp. He's not trashy. He's a respectable man, black man. This is what we're talking about when you dishonor each other. If you don't make it right, Mr. Grace, God is going to hold you accountable, and there's a hell you got to look your eyes up into. I'm going there with you, because we don't do that to one another.
No, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that.
He brings.
And we was just talking about that last night.
Right, and I
we
love
were
it.
just talking about that last night, Dr. Sanders.
Yeah, she was on here. Dr. Sanders was on there.
I know, I was on there.
And my thing is, people. My thing is, I wanted to clear my name up with the people who I was with today, and they looking at me like, okay,
that's it.
And I'm like, okay, Martin, that's your video. We see, I'm like, hold on, what's going, what? And I'm like, man,
that's plagiarism.
I can't. I don't get down like that. I would never do J Maul like that. Never. And even at my maddest point, I don't do that. You know, so I had to clear it out. You know what I'm saying? I had to clear it up because I'm not that type of person. If I'm with you, I'm with you. You better believe that. If I ain't with you, I'm gonna let you know, hey, I ain't with you. No. No. And I'm gonna tell you, some things, if I'm talking about somebody, it ain't gonna be on the internet, all on the internet, dogging them out.
So won't be.
You know, I don't do all that. You know, so I don't play games like that. That's you put my integrity on the line. Like I'm a spy, no good, or snake or something. I'm not no snake at all. I'm not trying to bring down nobody camp. You know, listen, they invited me there, and I want to be able to come back when they have something else again. I don't want them to be looking at me like, okay, you can't film, you can come, but you can't film. I don't need that. You know, it was a great meeting today. I filmed that today, and I filmed the debate today, and I'm back on live today. People take a lot of energy to do that. A lot of energy. I don't have to do that. I'm not on nobody's payroll at all. At all. I got another caller, y'all. 217. Come on, caller. Come on, caller.
This Monique, I was just holding the line. But a quick question. How do you feel? You say you're going to talk to Jamal Green. Do you still feel the same about him? Nothing has changed. You just going to talk to him personally? Or how are you going to do moving forward?
Let me just say this. I'm disappointed.
Hey,
I would never say that I would never talk to the youngster again. He's young. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to clear my name with the people who I was in the room with. I said, you know what? Let me go live and clear it out because this ain't no, you know, I want to handle this in the public. I didn't want to handle behind closed doors because I'm not a snake. I don't operate like a snake, and I want to keep my integrity. I want to know if somebody tell me about a crime over there and don't mention my name, I want to be people to trust me. And so far, so good. People tell me things, but not to tell nobody, so I had to keep it to myself. So I was hurt today.
Plus, he did it publicly, so you should rebuttal publicly. But that's the reason why I asked you.
Right.
And Martin. And that's the reason why I just wanted you to put it out there, because they have this conception of us that we are always into it and we're against each other. That's why I asked you the question, so it's online, that you say you just disappointed and you feel a certain way and it's not nothing, you know what I mean, that you're going to take to the next level besides letting them know and dealing with it in a positive manner. That's why I asked.
That's all.
Thank you, Martin.
Okay, that's it. Okay, because I'm not trying to drag the man name in the mud. I'm not that type of person. Right. You know what I'm saying? Man to man, we've done a lot of great things together. We've shut down nail salons and protests together and all that. But, you know, loyalty is everything, people. Everything. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, this is, you just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a room full of politics.
But a lot of people take to social media now, so that's expected of certain people, and because they go to social media with every little nip they get to make themselves look better. So this is just how the world is now. But it's a shame.
But you know, my thing is, you just got off my live yesterday. You took my video. You didn't ask me for permission to use it. I didn't see it on Facebook. You put it on Instagram. I got a call from the people that was in there like, what's going on, Martin? Your video. I was like, my video? I didn't put the video on Instagram. I put it on Facebook. So I had to go look at the video, look at the comments and all. I said, oh, man, he's trying to fight against this woman. That's almost a smack. Like, you know, Toni is supporting Brandon Johnson. Why would you even do that? You know,
and he put it on Instagram so you wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if he didn't mean no harm, he would have put it on Facebook. He got a page on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's crazy, people. But I thought I'd just tell y'all that because, man, I ain't even record my show today. God,
politics.
That's okay.
Politics.
It's down on it. But it's crazy, people. It's man. Y'all pray for me because, you know, I mean do what's right by people. I'm not trying to hurt nobody and nothing like that. I'm a fighter now. I'm a warrior now. I ain't no punk. But I just want to do what's right by people. You know, that's me. I don't have a lot of money. But guess what? I got integrity, and that's what I want to keep. You know, my name is good. And
well, that's going to show you how low down dirty they're going to get.
Yeah.
That's going to just showing you how it's finna get. This is just the beginning. This is showing you how it's finna get. So be careful, you know, because you know what else is coming.
Yeah.
Martin, Martin,
Go ahead,
I need you to the clip note version. I see someone commenting that is saying something derogatory and not understanding what it is.
Okay.
Martin is highly disappointed at what Jamal did. Martin has every right to defend his reasoning. So before you all start putting all these little nasty profanity words in there, it lets me know you're ignorant. Because if that's the only language you know, then you don't know no other words. That's the whole thing about it. Everybody got to cuss. That shows lack of intelligence. Very unprofessional. Martin, would you kindly, for those whose understanding is misunderstood, that you're not targeting him to kill him?
No.
You're calling a situation that disrespected what you had done. Because I'm looking at the thread and I'm like, what's wrong with your tongue?
Well, he needs to play the snippet from yesterday. And they need to look at the video from yesterday when Jamal was online.
See, and the thing is, the people you got, but you
got no other sense.
Listen, you got people on here that's caught up in personality. I'm caught up with truth. I believe in telling the truth and shame the devil. The truth is a double-edged sword. It cut me, it cut everybody. It don't have no respect. It don't have no color. The truth is the plain butt-naked truth. The butt-naked truth will undress a dressed-up lie. And that's what happened. I got deceived. You took a video of mine, snippet, and put it on Instagram. You didn't ask me permission to use my video. And you made the video made like Toni. I was telling young people, don't vote. Y'all ain't gonna never, you know what I'm saying? And that's not, that's not what she was saying. Traditionally,
right,
young people don't vote in mayoral candidates, local politics. Now, when it's like the presidential, they vote. So she was telling us as a whole, focus on the older people. She gave numbers. That's terrible, people. For somebody to do that, that's malicious. That's deception. And I caught it. You're no good. That's not right. I caught it. Stevie Wonder can see that. Yeah. Now, if you standing with Paul Vallis, stand with him. For you to be neutral, like you said, why would you even say something like that? Keep that to yourself.
That's right. I can tell you why. Because sometimes people have to have excuses why they want to go endorse somebody, because the mind is already made up, but they need more things to say. Well, this is why, because of this video or by this snippet. That's what it is.
Well, whatever it is, it ain't right. So he got to be man enough. Man enough. If you want to be the mayor, you have to
say this. The money may not be there. The money may not be there. So it ain't about endorsing somebody. It's just the stuff he said to back it up. I need to play it off.
Hold on. Why would you attack Toni Preckwinkle? She's not running for no position. She's a madam president of the Cook County Board. But she's supporting Brandon Johnson. That's why. It's obvious.
That's what I'm saying.
That's her choice. If she want to support. Yeah. All right, people, I'm going to leave it right there. I mean, I spoke my piece. I've been on here an hour. That's all in that video all day. I'm tired. I wanted to get that out.
And let me just say this, though, to close out. This Monique, and y'all still waiting. He said he wanted to see, he listened to who's saying what, so he can know who to endorse. Let's stop the line, Green. The money is not there, okay? Just stop it with the excuses. Work on that. And work on getting your money up and doing better, in the neighborhood so we can respect you again. As of right now, you lost all the young people, us always, of course, we're watching. Just shake yourself off, come back, just do better, But right now, you're doing a little bit too much.
Yeah, man. That's a dirty tactic. I wouldn't do him like that at all, And like I say, even publicly, listen, in my mind, I told Jamal, I said in public, I didn't believe that he could win the mayoral race, but I would never tell him not to run. That's not my place as a young man. I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. I mean, I did some stuff for him for free. for his campaign. I didn't charge him nothing, you know, at all. I didn't damage his campaign. I didn't say nothing against his campaign at all, you know. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is live, uncut, unedited, and I appreciate y'all tuning in. This is where we tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited.
Make sure y'all go watch the debate on my page. It's on my page, Martin G. Johnson.
I love being black.
Thank you, Brandon Johnson. Peace.